Okay, so for what you're gonna do next, you need an old iron that you don't really care about, okay? And then you need some crayon shavings and some paper, okay? So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. So what I did is I actually have a crayon sharpener, and I just used the crayon sharpener shavings, and I just laid them down here on this piece of paper. And if I want, I can kind of arrange them in a certain way, but I'm actually just gonna see what happens when you just kind of lay them down in a disorganized fashion and then try to melt them. So I'm just using sketch paper for this. So now I'm gonna lay my piece of sketch paper over my crayon shavings. I'm gonna take my old iron that I don't really care much about, and you might wanna do this with a parent just because you can get burned by an iron, so be careful. And then I'm gonna iron over my shavings. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna melt the shavings, and then you peel it back up, and you've got a neat abstract design. Now, what I like to do with these abstract designs is I actually like to cut them out and do collage with them. But you could also draw around them, you could paint around them, you could do a crayon resist with watercolor around them. Really anything you want, but it's kind of just fun to discover how they're gonna turn out, and they all turn out quite differently, okay? Now I used cool colors when I did that, and like a pink, and it worked out. But if you use too many colors, look what happens. You end up with kind of a black-brown mixture with little bits of color here and there, okay? So you might wanna choose to do this with warm or cool colors, because it might melt and turn out a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's it, friends. So if you have any questions, you can ask them in Google Meet, and happy art making to you all.